So this is Coco. This is Puff's hatchmate. And I gave her, can I see them please? 6. Where's the other one? There we go. 6 eggies to sit on. And now she's like, oh, you disrupted my eggs. So we have let her kind of go broody. She was acting very broody. So I check every day just to make sure that there's no extra eggies in here. Yeah, hi Coco. Because the other chickens do like to lay in here with her, and I've had to mark them all so I know which eggs are hers. But hopefully in a couple more weeks she will hatch out some more little chicks for us. So, alright Coco, I'll leave you alone so you can sit back down. Unless you'd like a break. Do you want to come take a break? I'll give you some treats. So all the chickies are enjoying a little treat today. You will see that there is crushed up eggshell over there. And yes, that's meant to be there. So we actually feed their eggshells back to them because it helps to keep their own eggs strong. And then I had a sweet potato for lunch, and they really like the skin. And I didn't quite finish it, so I just brought the whole thing to them. And then there's apple, because we were eating an apple for lunch. So I cut up the core and I tossed some extra little bits in. And so, woo! Rhodey, your skirt's gone up. Come on, boy. There you go. Boy, we didn't need that in this video. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I am still just a little bit sick. So I sound terrible, but there we are. Chickie's having a little fight over the scraps. And Coco did come out to get a little snacky before she goes back in with her chicks. Well, with her eggs, I should say. And that is totally normal. So it's normal and good that she gets off of her nest, you know, once, maybe twice a day, and goes and has a little food, gets a little water. Here she's having a little snacky with the other chickens. So we want that to happen to make sure that she stays healthy. So anyway, there we go. Happy chickies having a snack. And as long as we are doing a little check-in for the plants, I did finally get all of the little pepper plants into bigger pots. So this whole tray is hot peppers. And next to them I have some tomatoes. And as always happens, some of my transplants don't do as well as others. And I did make a mistake and I left them out a little too long one day. So they got a little bit dried out from the wind, and so I've lost a few, but that's okay. I had like 130. I don't need that many. And then it's hard to see because I have my little grow lights on, but I have 2 more trays full of tomatoes in here. Actually, 3. Although at the end of, I think, that tray, I've got some eggplant. And then over here, I have eggplants and peppers, and so that's the rest of the peppers. This is all sweet peppers, I think, except I may have just a little bit of hot pepper in here too. I planted a lot of hot peppers, and they sprouted a lot better than I anticipated. So I will be giving away a lot of hot pepper plants. But there we go. So I've got plenty of tomatoes, and I have my little. This is an eggplant right here. Little eggplants, little sweet peppers. And then I'll show you the chicks. So here are the chickies, and they have grown so much. Come here. He's gonna try to hop up. I love how fluffy that one's feet are. Look at the fluffy feet. So these 2 blacks are crossbreds. So they are silky and bantam salmon favril crosses, as is this one. Hello, pretty. That one, and the other black in the back there. That's a little bit hard to see. And then I've got 3 boys and 2 girls that are purebreds, and I can tell them apart partially based on their comb shape. No, can't hop up there. No. They like to hop up on top of the jars. No. I like their little peepity peeps. Anyway, but look how big they're getting. I've got to clean their toad again. Yes. And as soon as they get fully feathered out, they can go outside. But I think we're actually going to sell these since we have Coco sitting on some eggs. But they're super fun, and I like coming in here and petting the little chickies, and so does Ina. So I know, hi. Although it is very entertaining because they keep trying to eat the moles on my hands. And I'm like, that's my skin. That's my skin. You can't eat that. So anyway, there's my little growing chickadee cheeks. Getting bigger every day. I'm starting to take them out for walks when it's nice. Which, it wasn't this weekend. Boy, it was cold. I actually had some frost. I'll take you out to the garden. Okay, so I am still a little bit sick. And on top of that, it's allergy season and trees don't like me. So, I still sound terrible. But that's okay. We have come out to the garden and I'm going to show you what we have growing. So here we go. Here's the chickies. So everybody except Coco, of course, is out. That's Puff, her hatchmate, because Puff has the enormously poofy head. Yes, I know Charlie's in here. So Charlie sometimes, he's down here. There we go. Charlie sometimes chases the chickens, and we have to have a discussion. So I actually have a big comfrey plant over there that wasn't really supposed to be in the garden, but this is where it ended up. And I didn't get it moved yet again, so it's probably going to be there this year, and that's fine. Eventually, I'm going to put eggplant and peppers. Charlie, you leave Puff. Bad kitty. See, that's a bad kitty. Bad kitty. You're rotten. Bert, go whoop him. Roosters. Anyway, eventually these two beds are going to have the peppers and eggplants in them. So I haven't really bothered to do anything with them yet. Clearly I threw like some posts in, but that was kind of it. No, that is enough, sir. You are just gonna hang out with me. Okay. So, yes, well, I've made the cat very happy because I just picked him up. Here he is. Yes, Mr. Charlie Cat. Because he was being rotten, and I can't have him being rotten to the chickies. You've got to be nice, Mr. Kitty Cat. Anyway, so I haven't worried about these two beds. I do have some chicken wire over there that I will use to surround at least one of these beds as we get into planting season heavier. But look what happened with my asparagus. It went all floofity, and it's trying to go to seed, which is good. I did go ahead and tuck a few more seeds in, which isn't really how you're supposed to do it, but I was in a hurry. So we'll see if I can get a few more plants growing this year. I forget what I put in that back corner. Oh, so that's fenugreek. The little tiny bed is fenugreek. I haven't planted that one yet. This one, of course, is my garlic, but because it didn't do very well, I also tucked... what did I put in with the garlic? Hang on, I'll remember. It wasn't basil. Oh dear. Well, I threw something else in here. And there's actually a potato plant growing over in the corner because apparently I missed a potato last year because that's what was in this bed. So I'm going to have to dig that up. In my sad little box that's trying to fall apart, Ina and I put bush beans. So I have green beans. Bush beans. It's not all green beans. I have green, purple, yellow, and one called dragon tongue over in there. And then there's cauliflower in the teeny tiny bed back there behind it. This was supposed to be some mustard, but the mustard hasn't come up very well. So I reseeded the mustard and I also put in some lettuce. But the spinach is coming up nicely, very nicely. And then behind that I have... lettuce, carrots, and onion on one side, and then I think I have beets, radishes, something else. Beets, radishes, and something else coming up over there. And those are looking great. So as I pull out the radishes, the other things can fill in around it. The peas are up. Look how nice those peas look. And then, oh, the geese are talking. They're telling another goose. I don't know if I can catch that. Nah, I missed it. So there's two geese over on my pond. It's really hard to see them, but there's one by the light pole and one kind of out on the pond. And they just yelled at the goose flying overhead saying, "Go away! I claim this pond," which didn't exactly make me happy. Anyway, I put a whole bunch of dill and cilantro in that steel raised bed. And then over here I have the taters. So this is my potato bed, and we had frost last night, so they all got frosted. I have no idea if they're going to survive. But here we are with taters. We did go ahead and throw like flower seeds in a lot of this just for fun. That bed I actually have to kind of dig up because those are not plants I'm trying to grow. So, but I needed Avi's help to do that, and he was busy. And then over here, the chickies have been doing a really good job at keeping everything out of this bed. But this is where I'm going to put my squash and my pumpkins, is over here. And then you'll notice that I had the poles, so I have these fences in. And I use my fences for cucumbers, tomatoes, and melons. And I rotate them around each year. Now, it would have been really nice to have 9 fences so that I had 3 melon, 3 tomato, and 3 cucumber, but that's not how it ended up. So I have 8, and I just kind of make it work. And I did put the peas over under this fence this year. I need to try to get some string to them so that I can start getting them to grow upright onto that fencing, and then I will come in with a secondary crop beneath them. I know, Puff, I don't have any treats right now. Usually when I'm out here, I have treats. So all the chickies expect treats. When I come out like late afternoon like this, a lot of times I bring treats and I distract them while I collect eggs. So not that they have ever been really aggressive with me. They're very, very good about not trying to eat me. But there we go. So there's our little garden check-in, complete with kitty excitement, because of course my kitty has to be just a little bit rotten. Whew, that was hard to do with basically no hands, because Charlie is still in my arm, because I don't trust him not to go chase the chickens again. He's really bad about chasing my ducks too. You're just such a booger. I'll tell you, we call him Shitty Kitty for a reason. There's a lot of reasons, but one of them is this chasing of the chickens and the ducks. One of them is for crawling into cars, especially my car. And he's been locked in there multiple times because he just crawls in the car. He also likes to go on like lawnmower rides with my husband. He'll just like climb up on the lawnmower and go on a ride with him. He's a really, really weird cat. I mean, we love him, but my gosh, is he a weird cat. So anyway, we will be back to more crafty content soon. I'm just very tired, and I've been sick, and I am getting ready to head out for my National Dutch Show. There is new inventory on the website, though, so make sure that you are checking that out. And make sure you have signed up for the newsletter, that you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the good places, because we put new content up there all the time. And I do want to remind everybody, I'm teaching at, let's see, I gotta think here. I'm teaching at Hoosier Hills first in June, and then IOLI at the end of June, and then I'm teaching at Fiber U, and I just found out I got in as a vendor, so I'm vending at Fiber U as well in July in Lebanon, Missouri, so that'll be super fun. And then, where am I teaching after that? Hang on. Palmetto, and then I'm teaching at Palmetto, and then I should be back at Ozark. I got sick last year. I had 102-degree fever and couldn't go. But I should be back at Ozark teaching again there in November. So I have lots of fun things coming up. I've been trying to set up a teaching day up in Wisconsin in September. I don't know if I'm going to get that done. It might get shifted to October. I don't know. It just may not happen this year. I have been trying to work it out, but you know, calendars, it's hard. So anyway, I hope that I will see some of you in person at one of my teaching venues. And if you are interested in having us out as a Twisted Pico or me as a teacher, I'm always up for a road trip and an adventure. So feel free to pitch me your idea. All right. Make sure that you take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically and craftually. And don't forget to go hit that like and subscribe. I will see you all later.